This is a short video covering how to register for the SAT exam. As a reminder, the SAT is exclusively owned by the College Board, which is not affiliated with and does not endorse this channel in any way. I'm just showing you how to register on their website. The SAT is offered 7 different times per school year. You can see June, August, October, November, December, March, May, and then it would just continue with June 2020 and so on. I would strongly recommend registering as early as you possibly can because the seats near you will fill up very fast. And so to do this registration, you want to go on the College Board's website at collegeboard.org. Here we can see what the College Board's homepage looks like at collegeboard.org. If you already have a login and password, you're going to want to go ahead and sign in. So if your kid has ever taken a PSAT or an AP test or anything of this sort, they probably will already have a username password. If not, you can sign up by clicking over here. So if you did want to sign up, you want to indicate that you are a student. It's a pretty basic registration. You'd want to give your name, sex, date of birth, email, a high school graduation date, current high school, and put in a username, password, and some basic address information. You don't have to subscribe to their monthly ads. The parent information isn't necessary. You would have to agree to the terms and conditions. Next, they'll ask you to just confirm all your information, so you just want to check all of the boxes. Once you're done, you should be taken back to this page over here, and then you'll just click My SAT. This is where the actual SAT registration process will start. This can take up to 30 to 40 minutes, so just be prepared for that. The first screen will just ask you to once again check some basic demographic information, your login information, your name, date of birth, high school, address, and so on. Then you'll come to a page that asks you some basic demographic information. You don't have to answer these questions. You can just say, I do not wish to respond, or you can say kind of some questions about your race and your parents' highest level education, and so on. This will take you to kind of the longest part of the registration, where they're going to start asking you a lot of questions about what your activities are, what your GPA is, and what colleges you plan to go on. So the Student Search Service is a College Board service which tries to give you some recommended colleges and scholarships and so on. I wouldn't sign up for it, but it's up to you. And if you want to end up taking some AP classes in the future, you definitely want to click yes. They're going to ask you some basic questions about where your GPA is and how you stand with regards to various classes. They're not going to exactly check this, and if you said you're in the highest 10% and you're actually in the 12th percent, come after you. It's just for their demographic information. They're going to ask you which math classes, English classes, science classes, social science classes, and language classes you've taken and what year you're going to take those. Here you have an option to just say update later and skip. And then after all of that, you're going to reach the terms and conditions that you're going to want to make sure to read through carefully. And if you want to continue, agree. Now we have one of the most important screens. We're going to be picking when you want to take the test and where you want to take a test. So be pretty careful here. For the purposes of this video, we're going to be looking at SAT tests, not SAT subject tests. Subject tests are specific SATs for math or chemistry or something else. But we want you to do the normal SAT. Your test date, the normal price is about $50. If you were late, then there would be a $76 fee, $76 price. But we're assuming here you don't want to take the June SAT, so let's just assume you'd want to take the August SAT. If you want to go to a UC school, I would highly recommend to go ahead and add the essay for $15. Most UC schools would like to see that you do that. And unless you have some testing accommodations that have been cleared through your school counselor, you're going to say no for test accommodations, no for fee waiver. The student answer service is kind of a more detailed look at which questions you got wrong, what type of questions you got wrong, and so on. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you just want for your own information a little bit more details about how you did on the test, you could do it for another $13.50. In this screen, you're going to determine which test center you want to take the test at. So this is why I say you want to register as early as possible, because you often won't have the locations that you want. You can see in here, I put in 92612 for the zip code. You can put in wherever you want to take the test. And you can see, for example, in this case, if I lived in Irvine, ideally I'd want to take the test at IVC, but IVC is no longer available at this date for the August SAT. So I would have to drive all the way to Santa Ana, or alternatively Newport Beach, or any of these other cities in order to take the exam. So it's just nicer to kind of take the exam somewhere near you. So try to register earlier. Once you register, they're gonna save your spot for about 20 minutes until you have to pay and finalize it. There is a requirement to take a picture for yourself and upload a picture as your admission ticket. So they give you some general guidelines of what are acceptable photos and what are unacceptable photos, but you're going to want to have a photo ready to upload. Make sure the photo that you chose matches what your child looks like and follows the requirements they ask for. There's no need to buy any of these materials. So finally, once everything's ready, they'll just give you a basic review. They'll show you the information that you have, your admission ticket, where you're signed up for, and then assuming that you just signed up for the test and for the essay, it would come out to about $65. And from there, you'd submit your payment and finish. So that was a quick overview of how to sign up for the SAT. Once again, you want to sign up as early as you can once you know when your student's going to take it, so that you can get a seat that's near you. I would highly recommend that you take the test once or twice before the junior year is over, so you have an opportunity to retake it if something happens. If for whatever reason that day you can't make it, or your child gets sick or something, you could cancel the score for a little bit time after you take the test, or just not even show up and cancel it just for a little bit of money. Once again, this video was just made to show you guys how to sign up. I have no affiliation with the College Board, and they do not endorse this video. Thank you.